Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Satrio and I'm from 11 Science 6. And as you all know, from the English debate motion, there's one particular motion who's talking about the cons on reopening the school in the midst of a global virus pandemic. But before we get into the main event or the debate itself, I'm going to ask you all about one simple question. Would you all like to see your loved ones suffer for almost no reason at all? For the answers, I want you all to give it for yourself. But for some of you who is still pretty uncertain with it right now, well, I'm here to explain to you why reopening the school in the midst of a global epidemic is a bad idea. In fact, it is a messed up idea. Number one, underage students, especially elementary students, do not yet have the self control or awareness to obey health protocol without elder supervision. Number two, COVID 19's rate will spread at a much higher level. Number three, there's already an alternative to it. Okay, so let me just start this by saying health protocol, especially social distancing, are necessary in this time. But it creates an unnatural environment for children in school. Attempting to force students to behave like automatons, droids, or robots, it's impossible, okay? Even when they already know the consequences could be deadly for them. And not just them, it could be deadly for their friends or even family. Children will not be able to work and play together or do any of the activities that make the normal school seems unreplaceable. Even if those students did socially distance perfectly, the masks do not prevent the infection. They just reduce the risk of catching the virus. Furthermore, if we decided to reopen the schools, keep in mind that it's not just the children's life on the line, the adults too, or maybe the elderly people too. Kids, definitely not immune to these COVID things, okay? But they are in some ways are less vulnerable than adults. Although the risks are lower, it is not non-existent. They might pass the coronavirus to the adults who tend to have much more severe symptoms, especially for the elderly people. Teachers and parents spend an insignificant amount of time with kids in such an enclosed space where they are at a relatively higher risk of contracting COVID 19 from children as well as one to another, such as children to children or adults to adults. You know what I'm saying? That's why the COVID infection rates are gonna spike if we decided to reopen the schools. For the last argument, we all know during this global pandemic event, people all around the globe can't do their activities outside and must obey the protocols to stay at home so that the virus won't spread again, okay? That means almost any public interaction needs an alternative. That includes education, one of the human's basic needs. Well, you all know that there's already an alternative to the education system, right? It is the online school program. With this program, students can study at home using many applications and gadgets in this 21st century. Well, I do realize and know that the results of these programs aren't the same one as the normal schools. But it's better than sacrificing your kids just to attend something that may even cost their life. Ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you, if we decided to reopen the schools even with the health protocols applied, the confirmed number of cases reported will spike in such a rate that we've never even seen before. That's it. I'm Satrio. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.